Ramden's been active on the river. 100,000.
Pause.
A quick call.
Ace queen.
Ace queen will come up second best.
Argawal gets lucky on Ramden. Victor lost about 180,000 there.
Yeah, Victor gets chatty when he has chips, but like most of us, gets a bit quiet after a loss. With 218 players in the room, the chip average is 628,000. One player well over that chip average is Chino Reem. He's in a hand right now with Ida von Didecom, who just put out a bet to Chino after a king on the turn.
The king was a real good card for you, unless you already had me beat. I'm trying to put you on a hand that I could beat, like ace queen.
Yeah, I can't put him on a hand either.
You wouldn't do that with ace queen.
Because they're not showing me his whole cards. Without that pocket cam, Lon, I'm unbelievably stupid.
He wins.
Chino's going to fold. And von Didecom will win the hand and show the ace-jack.
Touche, my friend, touche.
These idiots from Northern Europe keep winning with bad cards.
I was right.
You're right. Spot on.
Yeah, Chino Reem got bluffed and missed an opportunity right there, but his chip stack is still in very good shape. Meanwhile, Phil Hellmuth's chip stack not in very good shape right now.
They come from all over the world just to mess with you, huh?
Gus, I can't, buddy. I can take it.
Gus Hansen checking in on Phil.
I played absolutely extraordinary poker. It's amazing I'm still alive.
I've heard the rumors. It's been great watching you.
The rumors reached your table? You have no idea, Gus. If you had the cards I had, you would have been out an hour ago.
Hour 15, maybe.
Gus passing time at the sideshow that is Phil Hellmuth.
Hansen, of course, one of the top players and is known as the Great Dane. Phil Hellmuth has his own somewhat less flattering nickname. And while we've explored the long list of poker nicknames before, in this edition of The Nuts, we delve into their curious origins.
The problem with poker is that you spend a lot of time with the same people. So they're not just going to sit there and call you Eric or Chuck or whatever the heck your name is, or they're going to find something funny to call you.
They called me C4.
Evelyn Champagne Ding.
They call me Lady Maverick.
You know, Daniel Negreanu's in his 30s now, but he's still kid poker.
When I started playing poker back in the day, boy, I was one of the few young guys playing poker, and they just called me Kid. So it was Kid this, Kid that, and it just stuck. What's up?
Jesus. He looks like Jesus, for crying out loud.
So you take off the cowboy hat, and I guess I look like the guy.
People call me a lot of things, like from idiot to moron to fool.
Yeah, that's not cool.
But nothing has ever stuck.
I'm not giving up.
Kitty games down the street.
Mike the Mouth Madison? Now that's a fitting nickname.
Philly, 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 Philly.
They used to call me Loudmouth.
Nuts!
I just said, well, Mike the Mouth sounds cool. All right, we can go with that.
Self-given nicknames, null and void.
Absolutely not. You cannot coin yourself a nickname.
And I mean, it's close. It's a little iffy with Phil.
Are you kidding me?
Hellmuth is the poker brat.
It's just sick. The guy can't even spell poker.
All right, I mean, could be poker.
Oh, people always refer to me as poker brat. I thought it was fitting. I guess it still is, sadly.
He's not that bratty, is he?
The best I can do is like this.
Oh, that's right, he is.
Phil originally raised this action, what was re-raised by Adam Levy, a.k.a. Ruthless, and Phil calls that re-raise. And these two will tangle once again as we go to the flop.
Honey, this could be it, hon.
I'll warm up the rubber suit.
The flop is Queen, King, 5. Levy first to act. That's 75,000.
It's unbelievable. I mean, I just can't. It's like a nightmare is what it is. This guy went crazy with 2 9s. He's drawn dead. But he bet 75,000 anyway. I'm going to let him win this one, too, I guess.
By this point, Adam Levy, I believe, could sue Phil for mental duress.
Not much justice here, you know what I mean? There really hasn't been much justice today, you know what I mean? I know, like, I think you probably went crazy with 8s or 9s, right? Or ace-jack or something.
Phil folds pocket jacks.
But, I mean, if you're going to go crazy, you got to get punished one time, you know? I mean, it's not even fair. Once again, you'd be out. I had you gone all in there free. You had ace-king and hit a king? What I can't believe is this is the World Series of Poker, and you all play so bad it sucks. It's like I'm being tested. I passed the test.
Don't pray with your mouth full.
Please, at least let me break even. At least one of these idiots can move it in me, and I can bust him soon. I've waited like 25 times.
Patience is a virtue.
Please.
Back at the Rio, right to table 2. Jeremiah Smith has seen his chip stack come back to earth from 1.1 million down to 700,000 now. He's taking this hand off as Albert Kim and John Turner go heads up. Turner flopped a set of aces. Kim has a flush draw with a pair of 8s. Turner put out a bet of 41,000.
A battle of 26-year-old poker pros.
I raise.
And Kim says, I'm going to raise it up.
He's raising on the draw with bottom pair.
140.
Makes it 140,000 more. Turner with the set of aces.
I'm all in.
Moves all in.
This is gross.
That was an easy all-in for John Turner. This is not an easy call for Albert Kim. But it does appear Kim's getting the right price to call here. He'd have to put in 336,000 more to win a pot of nearly 800,000.
And he doesn't like it, but he makes the call. And Turner at risk. But ahead with those 3 aces.
You want to chop the pot? Chop the pot?
I thought he had ace-king when he was talking about ace-10. Ace-10 or 8s or...
Well, Turner not happy with Kim's hand, but John's still in good shape here.
Turn card now is a hard, and Kim hits the flush. Turner's not done, though.
Don't worry, I haven't won one of these out tournament. You're going to win. Don't worry.
John Turner now pushed to the brink. He needs the board to pair or he is wamboozled.
River cards, a 4 of hearts, and that's going to do it. Kim takes that pot and knocks off John Turner.
John Turner with a quick exit.
What am I doing? I'm so stupid.
Oh, you're crazy.
That's like the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life, and I did it. Oh my God, I'm such a donk. It's awesome.
But a donk with over 1.4 million chips. A look at the E-Trade Financial chip count, and you see the top 5 led by Jeremy Joseph Still with 2.7 million chips, and other notable players, Cantu, Hansen, and Cunningham, all very strong. Meanwhile, Jeff Madsen nowhere near the leaderboard right now, trying to decide whether or not to call all in against Ross Smith.
Smith bet 75,000 on the turn and Madsen called. Now Smith has bet to put Madsen all in for his final 117,000 chips.
Madsen weighing the options.
Call.
And he calls. Ross Smith shows pocket aces. Madsen turns over trip jacks to double up.
So Madsen had paired up on the flop and tripped up on the turn to stay alive.
Yeah,
it's good to be young and blessed.
I can breathe.
He might have been sweating the 3 diamonds on the board. Now, slightly over 400,000 chips. Over to Mike Matisso's table. He's in a hand with his buddy Thomas Keller and old nemesis Cornell Pizarra. 8 deuce on the board after the flop. Action on Keller. He's going to bet it 50,000. Mouth folds.
Pizarra's dream is to open a poker room in his native Romania.
I'm all in.
And he has just raised Keller all in. For his tournament life, Keller will make the call. So Keller at risk. He shows 9s, but Pizarra with aces.
And Keller's tournament life could be over in a hurry.
Turn card to come now. And it's a 9. Keller with a set. Oh, wow.
Pizarra now would need an ace to send Keller home.
River card now is a queen, and Keller's going to hang on to double up.
Wow. A weird day.
Keller first ran into Matisso's pocket aces. Now he cracks Pizarra's pocket aces.
So with that double up, Thomas Keller's chip stack just got a whole lot healthier. Getting himself physically healthy was the motivation for a big change in Keller's life.
When I sit down at a poker table, it takes about 10 or 15 minutes until somebody at the table looks at me and they say I look familiar. They ask if they've played with me before. Are you Thomas Keller? Yes, I'm Thomas Keller.
Thank you.
I've definitely changed a lot since 2004.
Yes!
I had gastric bypass surgery. I've lost over 200 pounds.
That's what I'm talking about!
The decision to